Stop. Okay, hey, welcome to today's video. Today we're gonna be making 3 egg-free Valentine's Day recipes.
Why, you might ask?
For the collaboration called Cupid's Creations, hosted by Gail Southern Living, Mountain Grandma, and Life in the Piedmont, Virginia. All 3 of which are amazing channels that you should totally check out. Also check the description for the list of channels participating. There is a giveaway at the end of the collaboration, I think on Mountain Grandma's channel. I don't know which channel it's on, but at the end of the event there's going to be a giveaway, so make sure you check out Mountain Grandma's videos for that. And also Gail's Southern Living and Life in the Piedmont, Virginia. It should be a lot of fun, and we hope you take part.
Now, why are we doing no eggs for all 3 of these recipes? Well, I'll tell you why. Because we live in Michigan, and in Michigan it is very cold, and my chickens are having problems where they can't lay eggs because their bottoms are cold. So we don't actually have any eggs. So all of these recipes are going to be 100% egg-free because my chickens are 100% egg-free right now because it's cold.
So we're gonna be making 3 recipes, like I said. We're going to be making chocolate cake, we're going to be making sugar cookies, and we're gonna be making whatever that is.
Mason jar. I'm calling it a mason jar layered pudding jar. It's gonna be like pudding and cookies and bananas in a mason jar.
And layer it
with food dye.
Because we have to make sure that this is unhealthy. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm Trey and this is Kayla, and we are VC Family Homestead, but you might not have known, we're also Vineyard Chicks. We're part of a band, and we do all sorts of different kinds of music, and we go live every Monday, and you can find out more at Vineyard Chicks if you're interested. Anyway, we're super excited, so which one are we starting with?
So let's start with the one that we know how to do.
Okay, so that would be the sugar cookies, right? So I made these a lot, actually. These are just basic sugar cookie recipe that everybody seems to really like. And I have 2 3/4 cups of flour, and then 1 cup of butter, which is supposed to be room temperature, but
she melts it instead of having it as room temperature because it's just easier, and also it turns out great anyway. Now we're gonna grab a fork.
No, you're not. And then most of the measurements in this recipe are 1. So 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of butter, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and 1 egg. Now,
but we don't have eggs.
My chickens are constipated, remember.
Stop.
So I don't have any eggs. So I'm using a substitute. And this is 1/4 cup of applesauce, which is supposed to be a really good egg replacement. You're fine. It's just applesauce.
You could just like put it in the bowl too.
All right, put the bowl in the bowl. Come on.
I have to do it from up there.
Okay.
And then you're done.
No, you're not. Well, yeah, pretty much.
Whisks.
Well, whisks are hard to wash.
So I was gonna say to get a fork, and you said not to get a fork.
Well, because we weren't ready to whisk yet. That's why I said no.
Okay.
So pretty much you just mix that all together. I don't know if there's any real reason to having to do the dry. Didn't I ask you to do baking powder? Where is that? There it is.
It's right there. Wait, no. Yeah, that's yours.
I think this is
baking powder.
2 teaspoons.
There's 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Yeah. And I put it with my cake stuff instead.
You know, we put them on all these tiny little fancy bowls so we look professional and like we're in a cooking show. But like that makes it so difficult because like I don't remember how much we put in each one.
I forgot all of these amounts for the chocolate cake. I'm gonna bring it in frame later so you can see what I'm gesturing at, but I forgot. And then it looks like this. And also I did want to bring up that you do not need a reason to make Valentine's Day candy sweets. I had this thing like right after Christmas a year ago or something, maybe. And I just made a lot of sweets for no reason. So you don't need a reason to enjoy these recipes. There's going to be a whole playlist full of recipes.
This is her way of saying she doesn't have a Valentine.
I used to take my
You're just jealous
goat.
because my dog is Valentine.
Yeah, it used to be my goat.
And you don't have one.
But he's not around anymore. and I'm out of dude animals to take, so.
Yeah, but he had like all those other girl goats that he was hanging out with on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, well, I don't have them either.
So, you know.
So, you don't need a reason.
Your Valentine
Check out
wasn't
the playlist and try them all.
What did you just do?
I dropped my ring in it.
You dropped your promise ring in my batter? I don't want to eat your promise ring in my cookies.
You almost cooked it.
It was your fault.
Oh my god.
Can you believe this? Okay.
Check out the playlist. That's what I was trying to say.
Anyway, so this is my favorite part. You get flour all over your hands. And then you get flour all over the table. And you get to make a mess on purpose.
Imagine.
And then you take a little more flour and you sprinkle it over the top of the dough.
They can't see what you're doing.
I'm just sprinkling flour.
There's like a good handful. And then you're just gonna...
Well, that's why I use slightly less flour in the recipe.
Do you want me to preheat the oven?
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Make sure it's empty.
Yeah.
Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit.
Why is nothing ever easy?
What do you mean? There's stuff in the oven that she has to take out and she's mad about it.
No, it's heavy.
It's not that heavy. It's just a bunch of cooking stuff.
I was made for pianist stuff, not all.
Yeah, but you can't pick up a piano either.
I don't need to pick up a piano. Someone else can.
What about your keyboard?
Can't pick that up either.
You're a weak piano player. We love you very much.
I forgot what I was doing.
Preheating the oven?
Oh, I was gonna get a tray for you.
Oh, I am a tray.
Oh, are you? Can I cook you?
No.
That's what I thought.
Oh!
What?
I put it in the flour and all the flour went on my shirt. Dust it up. Dust off my shirt.
No.
Ah, my hair. So, I don't really know 100% what I'm doing here. I've never really, other than this cookie recipe, I don't bake.
So she can't tell you what it's called.
So I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what it's called, but I know that.
I think it's called kneading and bread. Sure.
What do I need? Oh, that's what, okay.
K-N-E-A-D. You've seen that word.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's what this is?
Yeah.
I thought that was when you use the super fancy blender thing.
No, because like this is what you do with bread, and you kind of incorporate it. And I would assume that's the same thing, but I think you're just shaping the dough.
Flour.
You
end up actually using a lot of flour on the dough for it to actually maintain its shape. That's too much!
You said a lot.
I said you use a lot because I already used a lot. I didn't need more a lot.
No.
I just needed a bit more.
I'm sorry.
So then you break the dough in half. And you put one over to the side. Then you kind of.
I'm just gonna keep deadpan jazz hands.
Jazz.
I'm just gonna keep doing that at the camera with no expression.
Yeah.
Hi.
Then you turn it into a log. You can't see my head or my hands. Can we fix that?
I'll be right back.
So you turn it into the world's weirdest looking log. This is what my chickens are having trouble making.
Stop.
Okay. This is having trouble holding its form. And then I'm gonna need, I guess not, to pick this up, put it on the baking tray.
Can you bring that towards the center, or?
You can see me. Then you take the other piece and do the exact same thing. Spread your flour around. For the record, I am completely untrained in the ways of baking, so I don't know what I'm calling this. But you just spread the flour around and roll the loaf.
I tried to adjust the camera.
Yeah, that looks better. In the flour. Till you have a solid loaf.
This is like the first time in a very long time that we've been cooking and I can actually see what we're doing. So like I can just look at me and make sure I'm not making weird faces. But also I don't like it because like...
Can you put this in the fridge?
When we started the video, or started the channel, she was here. And now she's like...
Much taller than you.
And now we can't see the counter.
Yeah. Can you put this in the fridge?
Yeah. So this is going in the fridge now for like as long as she wants.
So this next step is 100% optional.
I don't know if they can hear you.
Oh, I'll be right there. So this part of the process is very optional. You don't have to refrigerate it. Actually put it in the freezer. Because that'll be faster. You don't have to chill it. But what this helps with is later we're gonna take this out and we're gonna slice it into little circles.
It doesn't fit.
Put it in the other freezer. Just get it to fit. And putting it in the freezer or in the fridge actually helps it maintain its shape. And this is a trick that my dad taught me. So you put the log or the loaf in the fridge, so then when you cut it, it doesn't change its shape as much. It fits way better and it cuts way better.
There's so much ice in the freezer.
Just remember to put that back in there later or it's going to turn into water.
Where'd you put it?
So we're going to let that freeze for a little bit. And we'll bring those back out later. I'm going to clean up. Be right back.
Okay, my turn. So she cleaned the counter. I have 2 of these round, I want to say they're 9-inch. I got 2 of these and they're greased already. And I'm just going to set these to the side. Right now we're going to be making some eggless chocolate cake. And this is because I like chocolate. And if I was going to be in the video, it was going to be chocolate. This is 4.5 cups of flour. It's just all-purpose flour, but I had to go to the basement and look for another thing for this, so I appreciate the flour. This is...
Okay, while you're doing this, can I let the pudding set?
Yeah, go for it.
So I've got some instant Jello pudding right here. It's
This is not for my recipe.
This is a
for,
separate recipe.
This is for recipe number 3.
This is just banana cream pudding, and I'm gonna put it together. It's just you put the powder in with some milk and you let it sit. So I'm gonna do that now while she's making her cake.
Okay, so back to the cake. 4.5 cups of flour, 3 cups of sugar, because it's gotta be sweet. I just dropped something. All right, now.
Watch your elbow when you move.
Okay, so actually first you have to preheat the oven. If you're just doing this recipe, it also goes to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So you're gonna put together the flour, the sugar, and the cocoa powder, which is right here. And you're going to do, I forgot. I have it written in my notes. But I have a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. This is just the Hershey stuff you can find at the store. And everyone's been there where you're like 5 years old and it looks and smells so good, so you eat it. Don't. Just don't.
Also don't do that with vanilla extract, lemon extract, almond extract. I don't know why I didn't learn with the previous extracts. I've tried so many extracts and all of them were bad. But they smell heavenly.
And then this last cup, this last little tiny bowl thing, is my baking soda. Yes, this is baking soda and salt. So I have a tablespoon of baking soda and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And that's just gonna go right at the top. And then you're just going to mix it all up. And because I have standards, I'm not gonna use my hand or fork.
Standards. Why do you call that standards? She's only doing this because she doesn't have to do dishes. It's my turn next.
No, the thing is, it's getting on my shirt. I love the sweater.
That's what you get for using a whisk. Yeah, even though I got flour all over my shirt.
This is the thing, like, it has so much powder in the air right now.
Sorry, I was just...
You do realize it's obnoxious.
Yeah, I was just getting the pudding dust off in my hands. Excuse me, I need a fork.
Sorry.
Actually, no, I'm gonna use this massive spoon.
And the sad part about this is that this looks amazing already. It looks like
Chocolate milk powder.
hot cocoa mix.
Yeah.
And you just gotta try to get all the flour in the edges, because this is where the flour likes to hide. I don't know.
Oh, forgot about this. The issue with this pudding mix is that it clumps.
Okay.
And you have to smush all the pudding mix out.
So this is the dry stuff. Next, you're going to add in the liquids. So there's going to be water, oil, and vanilla. I have the vanilla already measured out right here. It is 3 tablespoons of vanilla extract.
Do you want to use this?
Yes, I do.
You might want to rinse it.
Thank you so much. No, it's just milk. It's fine. All right, and now you're going to use 3 cups of water.
You take it out of the barking? Good. I'm gonna need to use
That took forever. So this is 2 cups.
The Berkey pours slow when it's first refilled.
It is not dirty water. It's just a little bit of milk from the pudding. So
Yes, but it is recommended that you use regular water and not water with milk in it.
No, it's okay.
It's fine. It doesn't taint anything. It's just a little bit of milk.
3 cups of water. And also a whole cup of vegetable oil. Right here. It's a lot of oil. Just gonna go right in there. Cool.
My drummer arms.
Alright, and then this is everything. This is a cake. You gotta start
No,
it.
it ain't.
You gotta start it. And this is the part that always makes me scared because this is a huge bowl, and the huge bowl is very full.
Oh no.
I'm trying.
I want to do it like that.
Okay, here. You want to do it?
Try doing it like this. This is why I don't like whisks.
I know, but it's like so much batter.
If you use a spoon first and then a whisk, maybe that'd be good.
Yeah, maybe.
But this just gets all the batter stuck in between.
But like you can smell it already. This is wonderful.
Smells like allergies.
No, it smells so good, guys.
It does
like
smell
I'm not
like
even kidding.
allergies.
It does.
Because I'm allergic to chocolate.
And like the color, like I love making chocolate stuff so much.
Because you love chocolate.
Yeah, but like it's beautiful. Look at this.
What a beautiful color of brown. No, it is pretty.
Yeah, see? She admits it.
Even I can appreciate the color and the smell of chocolate. Being allergic and everything.
How tragic.
At least I'm not allergic to cats.
So we're gonna go ahead and get this stirred and we'll bring you back in a sec. Come in. I had to get back in frame. Okay, so
Put
this
my hand in it.
looks amazing. See? And this is done. So now you're gonna take your baking dishes. The oven just beeped at us like as soon as we stopped recording. And we stopped recording like maybe 30 seconds ago. It has not been long. But it just hit, so we're good to go. I don't know how to do this.
Turn it up.
I need help because this is really heavy. She has carpal tunnel issues, so she can't. I need a spatula. Wait, girl, wait. Hold on, half.
I got it. I know what half is.
Yay, thank you.
Okay.
Right.
Spatula away, my lady.
I actually hate this step so much because I don't know how to use a spatula.
Okay. Okay.
Do you want me to hold it?
I got it. I think after the spatula, this is no longer half.
I was gonna give her bunny ears, but again, she's too tall.
They can't see past my forehead. Can you fix the camera angle?
No, because I want them to see the cake. Look at this.
At the top of
I'm
my
so proud
head.
of it. I'm so proud of this.
Good job.
And that's the nice thing. Like you get older, you learn how to like do more stuff, and now you can just make chocolate cake if you feel like it. That's cool. So now we have our 2 baking dishes. I'm gonna put them in the oven, and we're going to do that for an hour because it just finished preheating. So recipe 2, you're gonna bake it at 350 degrees for an hour or until when you insert a toothpick into the middle and it comes out clean. So I'm gonna go do that. I don't know how long her cookies need to cook for, but they're not ready to cook anyway.
Oh,
Since they're still in the freezer.
15-20 minutes.
So maybe when I hit 15 minutes, you can stick them in.
Okay. So, the third recipe is a very, very cool one. And this one I'm 100% winging the whole thing. And for any of you that know me very well, you know that's probably a very bad thing.
That is true.
That I'm totally winging this recipe. So I've got 5 fancy looking mason jars right here.
So we actually got these from neighbor's garage sale. And look at these. These are not ball jars. I think they're care jars. And they're just so pretty. Like, look at that.
Ow. So these are shortbread cookies.
I can do it. I know how to do it.
That we actually
Freeze-dried.
Freeze-dried.
No, we didn't freeze dry. We dry canned back in 2021.
Dry canned?
Yeah, that's what it's
Is
called.
that what it's called?
Yeah.
Well, that was like
Vacuum sealed,
Vacuum sealed,
dry
yeah.
canned. It's the same thing.
okay.
I mean, like it might not be.
I can't open these with my bare hands because they make my fingers hurt. So we've got this cool little device thingy.
Cheater.
It didn't work.
It did work. You just did it wrong. So can I have one?
I guess.
Cool.
But you have to give Bunky one too.
No. I don't know where she is.
Okay, I need you to melt like 2 tablespoons of butter for me in the microwave.
2 tablespoons of butter.
Now I'm gonna just break
Wait,
these.
2 tablespoons?
Yeah, 2 tablespoons. Should
That's
be
like
good.
a very little amount.
Okay, go 4.
Are you sure?
No,
Okay, so
I'm
it's
not sure.
8 tablespoons in a stick.
Okay, yeah, do half a tablespoon or half a stick.
That's even less.
Half a stick would be good
Okay, I'm just gonna reuse this.
because we're not doing too much of this. It's only a few layers.
So maybe we should start with the no.
Just do half. I'll only use part of it. You don't need that big of a Tupperware for it.
Yeah, I know.
Just get a tiny layer.
Half the stick.
Do a quarter, please. Just do what I said. Do 2 tablespoons.
I forgot. So is it half or quarter?
Quarter. Do a quarter of a stick.
Okay.
You know, I have to like kind of hunch over a little bit so that I stay in frame. If I stand up all the way, you
I
guys
can't
see my
imagine this
forehead.
as an issue. I really
You're so
cannot
short,
imagine.
dude.
No, I am normal sized. You're just so tall, dude.
Nah. Nah. You know the average height of an American woman
It's 5'4".
is 5'4". She's 5'2" and I'm 5.
Guess who's closer to the average?
Okay, I'm like 5'9", 5'10". So yeah, you are closer
She's
to the average.
5'9", 5'10".
Okay, you're
maybe.
short, I'm tall. We're both not on the average.
You know who else is short?
Frankie's shortbread cookies. Hey.
Frankie's also not, or Bunky's also not at the.
She's 11.
Yeah.
You're almost 20.
You're so rude.
You are full grown.
I could grow.
No, you couldn't. At this point, you're gonna start shrinking.
I was gonna take one to be mean to you, but then I decided you look like you could need them.
You can have one. I told you you could have one of those.
No, that's good.
I'm just gonna like. I'm kidding.
Hey.
Why do you have 40 minutes on there?
Because it's a timer. It's for my thing. When it goes off, you need to put your cookies in. Boop boop boop. That didn't totally melt.
It should be fine.
And so this is kind of like the thing that I do sometimes for cheesecake. I've made cheesecake in the past, and what you do is you take graham crackers and butter and you incorporate it, and that becomes your crust.
Oh, you can use graham crackers for this too.
Yeah, so we were actually looking for graham crackers, and it's like somewhere over there. Oh, it's over there. And all of these are old. They're all
They
expired.
smell.
They smell terrible. Check your graham crackers. Thanks for running me over.
Sorry.
But yeah, check your graham crackers.
Really working.
So these are Girl Scout shortbread cookies.
Okay, I'm done.
So these are Girl Scout shortbread cookies, and this is our substitute for graham crackers because
They're not breaking. I'm going hands in. On. Hands on.
now you get to wash your silver. And this is just gonna be like a little layer cake. This is gross. You're making a mess.
Sorry.
You could probably leave some chunks in there if you wanted.
Yeah, no, we're good.
So the cake's in the oven.
Now for the next step, I think. Now, like I said, I'm winging this.
She's just making this up.
So we're just gonna go as I feel like.
Recipe number 3 is just making it up.
Wing it.
This looks so good. Like it looks so shiny. Like look,
That's the butter.
like look. Sorry,
Dude.
sorry, dude. Look at that. Can you focus on it, please? No. Okay, I can't get the camera to work with me.
That one's got a little bit more cookies, but that's fine.
You're gonna need considerably more
That's fine.
just to layer.
Yeah, I will.
Good starting layer though.
Now, it is Valentine's Day, guys. We want these to look Valentine's Day. And what's Valentine's Day known for again?
Capitalism?
I was gonna say that!
Well, I beat you to it. I'm just saying, it's like a very like capitalist thing. You buy the card, you buy the chocolates. It's a very like consumer directed holiday.
Well, there's tradition behind it.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the tradition was, but there is history behind the holiday. But yeah, mostly capitalism. So we're gonna take out some of the pudding, a good amount of the pudding, and we're gonna take this concoction. It's called red food dye. I don't know if you've heard of it before. And we're gonna put in like a few splashes.
Stop.
I know what I'm doing.
Girl, that's so much. You use so much less than that for frosting.
Okay, that's frosting. This is pudding, buddy. Watch the magic.
That's not magic.
Watch the chemicals of science.
Goodness gracious.
Don't get the stuff on your clothes, by the way, guys. Food dyes. Rough. So, we got a nice little rose. That's like literally exactly the color I was going for.
Sweet.
Anyway, we're gonna start with the
You
white.
didn't totally mix it though.
We're gonna start with the yellow one. Now, see, the tricky part here is I want these to be really pretty and layered. And I don't know how to do that without getting it all over the side.
I almost took a sip out of the butter. I was just gonna like pick it up.
Let me just drink this stick of butter.
I think you could have used a funnel. Look at that. We're going
I'm
places.
good at this.
So how are you gonna do the bananas? No, that's a lot. That's good.
Okay. Then we're gonna do the pink one.
No, bananas.
No. Then we got
Then
some
you do the
bananas.
then you do the graham crackers. So it's just
No, I want the pink one.
No.
Yeah,
No,
it's
'cause
gonna be graham crackers, yellow, banana, pink, graham crackers.
No, what
So
you could do is graham crackers yellow, banana, graham crackers pink, banana.
Okay.
And then if you're at the top, you're at the top.
Okay. Fine.
Just saying. That's how we do refrigerator cake.
Alright.
So actually, this is totally made up, as far as I know. But this is actually very similar to what we do for refrigerator cake. And so refrigerator cake is a little bit of a tradition that our dad taught to us. And basically what you do is you take some graham crackers, you just dust them in the bottom. You don't need to put butter in it or anything. Actually, you don't dust them, you just lay them. You take the whole stick of graham crackers, you lay them at the bottom of the casserole dish. And then you take your Jello, like your pistachio pudding, you put it right on top, and then you add bananas, and then you do another sheet of graham crackers, and you just keep layering. And that's kind of what this is derived from, except we're using shortbread and butter. And also it's in a casserole dish and not a jar. I wonder if this would qualify for meals in a jar. I kind of doubt it. I kind of doubt it.
Well, it's not canned, but I don't know. I don't think you can can pudding. It's terrible.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't like risk that. Anyway, I'm kind of out of shortbread.
Yeah, we need to make more.
Just, you know, for the whole
I'm gonna microwave this.
recipe, I'm gonna just steal it from whoever's this was gonna be. And there we have it.
Remember 33 minutes.
33?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to use the microwave and my timer's on the microwave, so we have to reset the microwave.
You could just use your iPad or something.
I don't know where it is.
That's probably fine. Ooh. This is so fun.
Look at it. It's so pretty. I was like really thick on the first layer of pudding.
Should I go more pink?
No, I would just go less yellow in the future.
Okay.
It was 33, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it saved.
Oh, sweet.
I don't know. I didn't save the first time.
Well, yeah, that's because you click cancel.
No, I didn't.
You do. Every time you use a microwave, you click cancel instead of letting it beep.
Oh.
And cancels your timer too.
I didn't know I did that.
Yes, every time. It's like you've got a personal vendetta against the sound.
I do not like the microwave. It just goes doo-doo-doo-doo. I don't like it. And then this is finished.
No, it's not.
This is not finished. It's pretty though.
Okay, now open the fridge, please.
Yeah.
I need to check if there's something in there. Do we have it?
I don't know. You can't just walk off frame.
Okay.
What is it? What are you looking for?
Whipped cream. So there it is.
No, we're out.
That's it. You can put a lid on that, and that's it. That's done.
Yeah, no, we're out.
So there's that, which is its own little mini recipe that you can just do for fun.
All of these are totally egg-free because lack of material.
Because the chickens are egg constipated.
Please stop saying that.
Why? It's true. They're a little backed up.
So, we messed up.
I messed up.
So basically what happened is we ended up with way too little pudding for 5 of these things. By the way, it looks pretty. Very,
That one
very
does.
cute. So we ran out. So we finished it off with some pistachio, and honestly it looks even more festive. It's like Christmas in February.
This is for Valentine's Day though, so I recommend you make sure you have enough pudding.
I would say double the banana cream pudding. Unless you want it. I mean, like, pistachio pudding's not bad. It's just green.
I tried adding yellow pudding to it, or yellow food coloring, and it made it more green.
More
It
green.
used to be less green than that.
So, I think it turned out really well. So this is recipe number 3, which is the
First one done.
ball jar
This is the
Pudding.
ball jar pudding jar.
pudding thing.
Jar, you have
The
to say
second
jar.
one is in the oven. It has about 35 minutes to go. It's already starting to like solidify a little bit, and when I cut, I'm gonna just show you really quick because it's really pretty and I'm really proud of it. And recipe number 1, we're about to take out of the freezer. I'm gonna go get that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was in the freezer.
It's frosty.
Snowman.
Okay, so look at this.
100%
Doesn't this look good?
solidified.
And there's no egg in it, so if you theoretically wanted
No,
to, you could.
but don't.
Now, the fun part. This is not totally round.
Yeah, I messed up.
Yeah.
I was supposed to wrap it in saran wrap.
Oh yeah.
Make it more round. Oh, I love how easily
You
this
gotta cut it
cuts
at an
through.
angle and then they're bigger. Because like, look at this. Angle. Do it the biscotti style. Yeah. That's it. Now we're talking. Look at this. And it'll also expand a little bit, so maybe it'll be a little less wonky shaped. Am I right for thinking that?
These ones do not expand very much, but they do expand a bit.
So then you can just have these like biscotti shaped sugar cookies. And these look amazing anyway. So I need a little one.
This is gonna be cold.
It's kind of gold. It's also kind of mushy and it still tastes like flour.
Because it's not baked.
Don't do this. It's like seriously not bad though.
Here, you want this little corner guy?
No, I gotta finish this.
Look what you've begun.
It's like really not good though.
No, you have to cook it. It's not gonna be as good not cooked. Anyway, these only have to bake for like 15 to 20 minutes until the edges start getting a little golden brown. And then you can do whatever you want with them.
We also have some extra pistachio pudding.
If you have any rice, bananas, just chop them up, mix it together. It's good.
No rice, but we do have bananas.
Well, then you can't make rice pudding.
No, just do pudding.
So you line these up like half
Like
inch
biscotti.
away from each other
It's literally
in
like
case they
biscotti.
expand any.
I can help.
Okay. That's not a half inch.
That's not a half inch either. Oh wait, you're measuring it. It is a half
Honey,
inch.
this is an inch.
Okay.
Measuring it. What are you talking about?
These have measurements on them.
Oh, no, I was using this between your second and third knuckles.
These are super cool little
An
cookie
inch.
trays that Mom got when she was on a canning kick.
Canning kick.
No, not canning. I don't know. These are like
A baking kick. Well, she
a
was on her
baking
bread kick.
Yeah, she was like making bread and stuff, and so these have like measurements on them, and they're super cool. I don't know why she actually got them though. Was it for bread?
Yeah.
It's for bread.
So you get some extras. You can just put
Because
these
she
in a
doesn't
Ziploc
make.
bag
No.
and-
What are you talking about? They don't need to be this far apart. Trey,
Yeah, they do.
Trey, get back here,
They expand and then they stick together and they're hard to break apart.
and then we can cut them.
They're hard to cut.
What are we gonna do with that? Ta-da. So when this timer on the oven reaches 0, we're gonna stick it in the oven because it only needs to cook for about 15 minutes and my cake has to go for an hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut, show you the cake, and then we will come back when we put this in the oven. Oh wait, what are you doing?
Sprinkling.
Isn't it just not gonna stick?
Oh, when it bakes.
This is a lot. Just like go a little faster.
Well, I don't want to waste any of them by them not landing on the cookies.
Mm.
And I'm only doing it to a few of them.
Okay.
Look at this, it's rising. It's got about a half hour to go. It looks so good.
Okay, so it's been an hour. This looks amazing. This looks great. The cookies are done, they look amazing. And we still got the pudding in the fridge. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make an icing, or a frosting for the chocolate cake. And this is my favorite frosting of all time. This is Ree Drummond, the Pioneer Woman's. This is her recipe from her chocolate devils recipe, and it is just the best frosting I've ever had. So we're going to need a bowl. Thank you. Okay. So, no, a saucepan.
Saucepan?
Yep.
Okay.
It says small. Alright, so get your saucepan. You're going to put flour, and the flour is 5 tablespoons. It's actually one of the...
Tablespoon right here.
Thank you. It's one of the only recipes I've ever seen that uses like flour for frosting. But it just adds to the texture. I don't know how to explain it. It's really good. 3. This is all in like tiny cups for the rest of the recipe. That's 4.
Yeah.
But I didn't do that for the icing because I forgot. So 5 of flour, and then you're gonna put it in milk, and you're gonna use a cup of milk. And then you're going to, I forgot the instructions, you're going to put it on a saucepan and you're going to stir constantly. I should be doing that. And heat. I don't know what to stir this with. I would assume, like, would you mind doing that?
Sure.
You got to heat it up until it thickens. So, like, I don't know, like at 3 or something. Meanwhile, I have 2 sticks of room temperature butter. This was not room temperature 5 minutes ago, it was in the fridge. So we cut it into tiny cubes to increase the surface area, which means it cools faster. And then we microwaved it for 10 seconds.
30.
So, 30 seconds. In tiny increments, like 5 to 10 second increments. So that's our butter. So we're gonna wait until that thickens, but in the meantime, we can move to the next step. So after this thickens, you're gonna stir in the vanilla, but we're gonna get to that later. While that's cooling, so we could do this now or we could do it after, but you're going to cream the butter and the sugar together until it's light and fluffy. So I'm gonna need a hand mixer. Okay, so I got my bowl, I got the mixer. It was good, it just took a second to find. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our butter, dump it in a bigger bowl, put that in the sink, and then we need sugar. So we're going to need a cup of granulated sugar. I'm trying to move the flour. I'm using 1/3 of a cup increments, so this is gonna take a sec. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to hand mix it. We want it to be light and fluffy. We don't want any sugar to be visible. We don't want the graininess. So Here goes. I just have it on one because like the noise kind of annoys me. But also like if you start on more than one, it's also very scary. I don't know if anyone else has that. And so like you can see it's kind of like incorporated now, but I'm just gonna keep going and make sure it's like really incorporated. It doesn't look very light and fluffy. I'm trying to get it at an angle where you can see what I'm doing. But this is starting to look better. Cool. And so that looks like that. I'm going to leave that over so that I don't make a mess. Okay, cool. And then the next step is to add the flour milk mixture that is still going. I will cut to whenever we get that finished. So we got it to thicken. So basically all you're gonna do is you're just gonna keep stirring it. I had it on like 6, and then eventually the milk and flour mixture gets thick. It's almost like a gravy, almost like cake mix. And so it's right there on the sink inside a bowl of cold water because we're hoping to get it to cool faster. Could you dry the bottom of that real quick?
Yeah.
I want to show like just how thick it is. And let me know if it's warm or hot.
It's cooling. Still hot on the bottom.
Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's like really thick. So we're gonna let this cool to almost room temperature, and then we're gonna consolidate it with the butter and the sugar.
And we'll bring you back when we do that.
Okay, so this is room temperature now. We sat it in cold water for a while, and then I ran cold water around the edges. So it's room temperature now, and now you just dump it in.
Milk and flour.
There's literally no way I can get to show you what I'm doing. I hope you can see. I'm so bad at this.
You're good, you're good, you're doing great.
I'm missing like all of it.
No, you're not.
Okay, I'm gonna put that in water. All right, and then you're just gonna blend it some more.
Didn't you forget to add the...
Now we're gonna add the vanilla. I was supposed to add it in the last step, but we can do that anyway. Measure that with your heart, but like not you. Because you last time I let you, you just like poured it.
I didn't mean to.
You did though. Just like about a teaspoon.
Is that it?
Yeah. And then that's it. So this is what it looks like right now. It's like super runny. And you're just supposed to keep stirring until it's not, so. I'm scared of it.
You want me to do it?
Yes. Just keep going. It's splashing in the bowl. And so we'll bring you back when this looks fluffy, and then that's it. Okay, so I just spent like the last 5 minutes doing that. But here, it's like a lot firmer now. It's not runny at all anymore. And so if it looks runny, just keep doing it on high, keep mixing it until it looks better. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this on a cake spinning thing with parchment paper underneath, and then we're gonna start icing it. So I'm gonna go prep that. Okay, so I got the little rotating cake stand. I have 4 of these little strips, of parchment paper. And you're just gonna put them like at the edges of the board so that they make a square with a space in between. And then you put the first cake down. I was hoping it would kind of compress a little bit. Otherwise, we have to like kind of level it out.
You're supposed to use this one?
Yeah. And I don't want to take like so much off, but I also do want it to be level, so I don't know. It's also like super crunchy and it's not doing it right.
I'm gonna move this over so it doesn't get cut.
That's probably not a good idea.
Make sure you're coming out on the other side. Yeah. There you go.
Sweet. And now for hoping it's actually like straight. It's so hot.
Careful.
I need the cake pan. I'm just gonna put that in a cake pan and you guys can enjoy. And so now I'm gonna put this horrible accidental side on the bottom.
So no one can see it. That worked perfectly. 10 out of 10.
It's like such a heavy cake. Worth it though. Well worth it. So we got this first one. We sliced off the top so it's flat. Now we're going to. This is not the right thing. Got it.
Same thing. It's still a spatula.
It's bigger though.
And now she makes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich out of cake and whipped cream.
This is still not the right thing actually. I was supposed to find the stainless steel thing.
Oh, that thingy.
Yeah, because this is not ideal for what I'm trying to do. But we're just gonna like spread the icing on top. And it doesn't really matter if you get chocolate in it because the whole thing is chocolate anyway. I only say this because like when I cook, I have to pay attention to what has chocolate in it and what doesn't. Because
Yeah,
this
because
one,
if she gets pieces of chocolate and something me and Dad are gonna eat, then we just have
Suffer.
issues.
I think I need more.
A lot of it is sticking to the bottom of your spatula. You can try and scrape that off on the edges.
I don't want to ruin it though. I'm just trying to like fill inside so it doesn't slice. So boring.
And make it a little thicker of a layer then.
Ta-da. Yeah. But just a bit, like, you know.
Yeah, so that when you cut into it, it
So it's
looks like it's got
pretty.
2 layers.
I'm not like amazing at icing.
Yes, you are.
No.
Yes, you are.
This is good enough though. And so now we're gonna take the top.
Better. Bread coming out.
This one can afford to be round. And because we use the same size pan, they're the same size, and now you have a giant Oreo. And so now I'm going to use the remainder of the icing on this. There, on the Pioneer Women's recipe that I got the frosting from, there's an optional ganache. I've never made ganache before. Mom makes it every year for my birthday, but I've never personally made it. I ask for it every year. But I've never personally made it. It's also like hot enough that it is melting my icing.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna keep going.
It's probably fine.
Like later. Keep going later. So I'm gonna spoon this off, let it cool, and then we're gonna finish icing. And then we'll show you the finished product because I don't think I need to film icing this whole thing because it's gonna be a very messy experience. So we'll show you when it's done. All right, so it's all iced. There's the 360. Just to prove it that like there are no good sides. This entire thing looks like this.
It looks
But
fine.
this is the cake. I'm not going to add anything festive to it because I'm tired. It's 11:54. Like
Yeah.
I'm tired.
It's late.
It's pretty. It tastes good. The filling is wonderful. Just stick it in between there, ice it. It's so good. This was in the fridge. It's like stiffer now. Like it's probably not to the point. Yo!
Dude, that's so cool.
Okay, it passes the Dairy Queen test. This is super easy. It was super fun to make.
Made it up.
And these look lovely. These
they've
will
got some
definitely
Valentine-
not. These will definitely not pass the Dairy
No,
Queen
they won't.
test.
But they've got some Valentine's festivity in them.
So these are our 3 recipes. None of these have any egg. I don't know why I did
Because
that.
our chickens can't lay eggs right now. They're really
so-
struggling.
And it's super simple. Hope you enjoyed. Again, go check out the description for the participators in the collaboration. Stay tuned for the giveaway at the end of the month. And also, check out Cupid's Creations hashtag.
Lots of great recipes in
Hope
there.
you
I've seen
enjoy.
some brownies, all sorts of stuff. So
Hope you
check it
enjoy.
out.
This is so cool.
Yeah, I hope you guys make them. If you do, let us know because these are really good.